So let's do number 9 on the calculator. So what we're going to do is we're going to press stat, and this is actually going to be one of the most important buttons that you guys have on the calculator. I'm going to press stat, and it will say edit, calculate, test. Now if you press edit or 1, either one will do as long as it's highlighted, you'll be brought to different lists here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to learn how to create a list real quick. So what you're going to do is you're going to put all these numbers in. You don't have to put them in order or anything like that. I can actually show you how to put them in order if you want to. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all the numbers in. So we have 60, and then I'm going to press enter. And then we have 80, enter, 61, 76, 96, 100. Oh, by the way, if you need to go back, you're going to press delete, not clear, because that'll actually get rid of everything that you typed. You can press clear too. You just have to type 100 again. And then we have 55, 74, 60, 90, 70, 68, 88, 47, 62. So if you look here, you see that 15, that tells me 62 is my 15th number, and we know that we have 15 students in example number 9. So if I go down here, now I have the 16th spot, so I know that I have 15 numbers. And before you start calculating, I like to go quickly through and make sure that all these numbers make sense. Make sure that this isn't like a 7 or a 6. Make sure it's 76, because a calculation error now will actually hurt you later in the future. So I'm going to go all the way back up. It looks like I have all my numbers in. So now what am I going to do with all these numbers? Well, there's several things I can do with them. So first, I want to start talking about like what all of these things mean. So first of all, we have edit, sort A, sort D, clear list, and setup editor. You're not going to need this one. You might need clear list, but not usually. So let's talk about what sort A does. It actually is going to sort all of your lists in ascending order. So if I go back to my main screen and I say sort A, I can actually sort the entire list in ascending order. You don't have to do this to do the calculations, but if I wanted to put in L1, I'm going to do second. And then if you look right here, right above the 1, there's an L1, and I'm going to put L1 in. So now this is what we have on our screen. And end that parenthesis, I'm going to press enter, and it says done. Now, doesn't look like anything happened, but if we go back to our list over here, okay, now all of these are in ascending order. If you remember, my first number was 60, 80, 61, blah, blah, blah. So now these are in ascending order. If I want to go to descending order, I would just use number 3 or sort D. Okay, so that's one thing our calculator can do in our list. The coolest thing it can do is if you go to the stat, if you press that again, and you go over to the right under calc, you'll see all these different things here. And we're going to get to most of these things in this class, but I want to talk about number 1, because number 1 is actually the name of our first unit, one variable statistics. So if we actually press 1 or enter here, we're going to see this prompt. So it says list. We want L1 in there because all of our numbers are in L1 here. Okay. We have frequency lists. That's a different thing. We can talk about that a little bit later. And then we're down here, and we can either press calculate or we can keep pressing enter until it actually does something. And when you do, you're going to have all the one variable statistics of this list. So if you look, it tells us that our mean is 72.
Please call 4414.
It says that our mean is 72.5. If we add all of our numbers together, that's what the sigma x is. It will be 1087. The third number really doesn't mean a lot to us right now. That S sub x is actually your standard deviation, and that will come up in the next unit. Please refer back to this if you want to find your standard deviation easy. N is the number of things that we're looking at. In this case, it's the number of students that we recorded heart rates of. And then if you scroll down, you'll see that we have a minimum, quartile 1, median, quartile 3, and maximum. So this is actually your 5-number summary. Okay, so you don't have to put them all in order or do anything fancy. This will actually tell you what your minimum, maximum, and quartiles are, including the median. So again, how do we get there? You're going to press Stat. You can enter your list in Edit. You don't have to put it in order. I just want to make sure that I specify that. You're going to go back over to Calc, one variable statistics. Make sure that the list that you want to do the statistics of is in there. If you want to change it, if you look down here, there are list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to press this blue second button first. And then you can either scroll down or continue to press enter and you'll get to this screen.